Hey everybody. Wow, rainy morning on a Monday morning makes you get out of bed really late. Motivation so low. Because I'm talking to a screen and a little white light. I do see your progress. I see your work. Thank you guys so much for doing that lab. I thought it was really interesting, all the patterns you could find. I did the lab also, so you just know that I was doing it to see what results we would get. And I thought it was kind of a cool interaction. I might get some feedback from you with a little quick survey if you even liked it, or if you would have preferred doing it in class, like changing out masses, getting spring constants from the springs, stuff like that. But that is not the point of this video. What I wanted to show you, I've got the calendar up on the screen, and just to show you where you're at. You guys are almost done. Now I know school is supposed to end the 22nd, but AP Physics 1 students, you're ending the 14th, okay? So I might put some interesting stuff up on Schoology, but ultimately I think we're good to go on the AP Physics 1 test, because I think that's what most of the people are sticking around for. So here we go. We can see we are in this week, the 27th. I don't know why I don't have that highlighted. Maybe I was like, hey, it's my dad's birthday. No one works on my dad's birthday. Oh, I don't have Mondays highlighted because you don't work on Mondays. But simple harmonic motion, we're going to be cleaning that up this week. Tying it up, we might get done, and maybe it's just a 3-day work day or week. Well, I say 3 days. You guys have alternating days. I get that. But I will only plan 3 20-minute engagement opportunities. And then the next week, at the beginning of May, we get into AP test prep, right? So that means those folks that were like in this quarter to improve their grade, we might figure out ways that you can still improve your grades for that. So that May 4th through May 14th, we can have a discussion if you want to lift up that grade, okay? But ultimately, what I wanted to let you know is some people might be like, I get through with my stuff pretty quickly, and I would like to do some AP prep. So what I have done is created a little folder in Schoology. Where did that go? Why did I call it A421 when it should be 427? But hey, I'll change that. Basically, what I have in here are AP. What the heck? That's Physics 2. No wonder. Here I am, Physics 1, and now I can't find my work. I must have inserted it on Physics 2. Oops-a-daisy. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. I'm going to provide you a folder. There it is, and I'll have to change it over to your section. So AP Physics 1, you've got this Q and QT. Those are the qualitative, quantitative, and translation between the two types of questions. I think there are only like 11. I can check on AP Classroom. But I also have the solution guides for them. The paragraph short answer free response questions and solutions. So these are available. Now, these are in PDF form, okay? I have them on AP Classroom. So I have them assigned for 2nd hour, 5th hour, and 6th hour because there's some folks in Mr. McElroy's class. And I'll just bring it up. So if you want to see it electronically, let's see if I can find those. They'll give me a little preview here. There are, oh boy, looks like 18 questions, and that was for the QT. But these are some good ones to look at. Ultimately, I don't know why I thought there were so few. Ultimately, I'd love for you to kind of preview these a bit. And in our time, right, go through, you might even see some from tests we've done. Ooh, that's a good one. On some tests that we've done so far, and what I'd like to do is, if you've got questions over them, I can't really assign them all to everybody, but if you are working on it and you have questions about it, we can work together. So I become an individual tutor for these. Okay, so different tests, different things, different questions, all right? So those are available. I'm gonna see if I can close out on that. They do have a scoring guide for that. Let's see, what else was there? Progress. Paragraph short answer. How many of those do we have? 12, okay? So there's two types of questions, and you've got examples of previous tests for different types. We've got different scoring guides so you can get a feel for what they're expecting as far as your responses, how detailed, what they're referencing. But ultimately, we want to talk about those, okay? So again, if you are like, I'd like to make some progress on these, you are welcome to go on AP Classroom and do them. Or you can do them by printing them out or working on a separate sheet of paper and then comparing your solutions with the solutions on that are provided here, okay? The last thing I want to let you know about some AP prep materials. I can't emphasize this enough as far as you having a good knowledge of what's on your equation sheet. This seemed to work pretty well for my AP Physics 2 students. They utilized 3 different colors. One color was green, for instance, good to go, right? I recognize it. I know what it's for. I know how to use it. We're good. I just don't need any more information about this. Yellow is, it looks familiar, but I'm not comfortable with the content. And then red is, I have never seen this before. So there's likely a chance we have not done electron mass or speed. Well, definitely haven't done speed of light. We've done acceleration due to gravity. These values are available. Again, finding out what's available to you as far as resources is good too. Are there any of these units where I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of units on there that we didn't deal with? So eliminating what is not needed is a big part of being able to utilize this. And remember, this is an open note, open book test. So this equation sheet that you could have printed out, you could have eliminated, right, things that are just extra. And then only the things you know stand out, okay? So what my AP Physics 2 students did, they did their color coding system. They let me know what it was about. And then I did a video going through their sheet, probably a page at a time, and said, you're good to go. For instance, electricity. We didn't do electricity. We don't need to know electricity. They're not going to test on electricity. That unit has been eliminated from the test. I'd be like, I can confirm you're not going to use this, okay? We're not doing waves, okay? Although we should. I might do a little bit in harmonic motion for this, but we're not doing waves, okay? Geometry and trig, it's a resource page. And then all these equations, these are equations from the year. Do you recognize them? Okay, do you recognize them? And what ones don't you recognize? And then I can go in the video and say, hey, this is chapter, I'll annotate it on like a canvas. I'll annotate it, but I'll also like referencing chapters and sections. But ultimately, I'll also explain it on the video. So I think this is a really good exercise. You can send me your, I'll create an assignment for the equation sheet. I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll just make it 0 credit points credit. But if you submit that, I will respond to it, okay? So again, really good to know your resource, what's available, and what is extra, okay? Eliminate those extra things, because that front page, I think, is something. Now, don't forget to read the following conventions, okay? And we'll talk about those also if you've got questions on them, all right? I hope that makes sense on your 2-page equation sheet. And I think that explains what's in the AP prep materials. Again, I'll get that to your folder. I'm not sure why I'm in AP Physics 2, but I'll move it over to AP Physics 1. And yeah, that's for anyone who wants to get started on AP prep items, okay? So I'll let you guys go with that, and I'll try to keep going on simple harmonic motion, getting those high points, and I hope maybe I get to see you on videos or hear you on a conference call. So talk to you later. I hope you're well.